Hey, it's me. Today, I'm doing a second episode in a pretty new
series of mine.
It got rave reviews. Like 2 people asked me desperately to bring it back. Okay, it was more than that. I just wanted to exaggerate. A lot of you really loved the first time I did this, and to be quite frank, Einstein, because that's what this video is. Even if you didn't love it, I would probably be doing it anyway because I honestly really liked it. If you missed the first one, no shame, but go and watch the first one. You don't have to, but you still have to. Basically, I have a very large catalog of original characters that I've created in my videos over the years. Oh no! My point was, because I've made so many characters, I have made not one, oh my gosh, I almost dropped this one, but 2 very large guidebooks of my characters. These are all of my characters starting at the oldest ones in 2018, and volume 2 goes through 2024. So none of the ones that I've made this year are yet included, but a good amount of my characters and of course all the classics are in here. So what I like to do is use my obnoxiously large catalog of characters to expand it into an even obnoxiouser, larger catalog of characters and make more. I select characters at random. I mash them together. Last time I ended up making a couple squishies. I did a digital drawing. First, I want to see what character combinations I end up with, and then I'll decide how to actually bring those combinations to life. For the first character, I'm going to mash up 2 different characters, and I'm going to take one from volume 1, which are my older characters, and one from volume 2, which are my newer characters. Starting with volume 1, I am going to randomly select the first character. Where do I?
You just don't think about it. Oh! Hey!
The first character is Orange Fishy. Orange Fishy is actually a full 6-star character, so he is a loved character of mine. However, I'm not overly excited about getting this character because,
well, he's quite strange.
Any character that I have to pair with a orange parasitic fish is going to be a little challenging. Let's see who Orange Fishy's Frankenstein companion is going to be. From volume 2, boom.
Why?
This is the weirdest combination. Bunny Christmas is the one that I've selected, and this is a 4-star character. If I didn't wholeheartedly believe that it was cheating, I would redo this. I don't know what this is gonna look like. I'm a little scared. A Christmas fish? I don't know. I have no choice but to try to make this happen. Let's try to make this happen. Okay, so here they are, Bunny Christmas and Orange Fishy. The match made in some place that's not at all like heaven. Bunny Christmas is obviously a very festive girl, full of Christmas spirit. As much as I love the idea of Christmas in July, I don't. I actually hate that idea. This is gonna be a challenge because the Christmas is thick with this one. And then we've got Orange Fishy over here, and he's just plain weird. I drew him in a mango for the guidebook because Orange Fishy is actually a parasite. He prefers a living host, but when nobody else is available, he uses this mango as his default. So Orange Fishy isn't just a normal fish swimming around, living life happily. He is a bitter parasite who doesn't spend all that much time in the water at all. He's usually only vaguely wet. And somehow I have to combine these 2 very specific characters in the weirdest combination ever. How is this gonna work? Well, squishies, of course. I have a bunch of different options here. I just went through my collection and grabbed anything I felt could be relevant. Had this bunny for Bunny Christmas. It's in a suit, kind of like Orange Fishy's mango suit, I guess. Another bunny here, and then a dog. Wrong species, but it's got bunny-esque ears. Still relevant. Options. And the options are kissing each other. Stop. To represent Orange Fishy, I found some little mini fish, a dolphin, and this... Oh, I'm nervous to get this animal right. Seal? Sea lion. I'm pretty sure it's a sea lion.
Or a seal.
Plus, this dolphin who has this color-changing patch, which used to work. Breaking news, the color-changing patches expire, people. Look out, they're not gonna work forever. I also have a couple mermaids. Ooh, terrifying flashbacks. They have fish tails, that's why they're here. And then I have these Christmas squishies, of course, because of Bunny Christmas's Christmasness. I don't really know how I'm gonna incorporate any of this, and you
Get out of here.
You're not gonna be a part of this, come on.
I gotta start brainstorming. What if this bunny is in a mango suit and has a fish popping out of her brain like a parasite? And then another one is there. Is that too far?
Nah.
That might be too far.
Well, what if we take a regular bunny and then just stick a fish tail on her? We're gonna end up with a ducky situation here. No, already done that. Okay, I got it. A Christmas tree with the head of a bunny, and then there's fish. No, let's stop right there. How about this mango? This is huge.
And gorgeous.
A half and half mango Christmas tree growing bunny ears with a fish face. I hate all of this. Okay, I need to recenter. I need to come back down to earth for a second. Oh, hi.
You're cute.
Lil seal something. What if I take this little friend and just put some bunny ears on her? Her body already kind of looks like a mango.
Stop eating it.
But she's also a type of fish at the same time. Not really, it's a mammal. But it does swim like a fish. And orange fishy actually is kind of more like a mammal as well. So it's perfect. These bunny ears are kind of cute too. Oh, that's adorable. Kind of wish I would have chosen those, honestly. But nope, I got out my scissors and went to work immediately chopping off those adorable sea lion ears. Oh, it hurts. The things I do to accomplish my monstrosities. I also cut off the muzzle because I want to give this more of a bunny face, just like Bunny Christmas. And I'm bringing in this dog, which, side note, this would be the perfect squishy to create Diana. I'm pretty sure I have another one. Raise your hand if you want me to create a squishy Diana. Anyone? No. Probably gonna do it anyway. I'm stealing the ears only, and then I'm gonna put those on this sea lion. And somehow when I transferred the ears, one of them became longer than the other. I must have cut them unevenly. That was not intentional, and I didn't notice until much later. Grabbing my fabric hot glue gun, that's right, I have two, fabric and regular. I'm super cool. And I stuck on those ears. Next, I'm bringing in a bit of Christmas. I didn't want to go all out with the Christmas theme. Okay, we've already got a lot going on here, but I do want to do a little nod to Bunny Christmas's festive thing by using this little bow, which is very similar to the bows that she wears all over her wreath. And just like that, it's time to move on into the sealing phase. Using some puffy paint, I started going over all of the seams along the ears to close those up, sealing off the muzzle and the bow as well. Wonderful. It's a sealed seal.
So funny, laughing so hard.
Pretty sure it's a sea lion though. Once I was done finger painting and all of that mess dried, it's time for the white base coat so I can start fresh with my new design.
Hi, so I heard that you think you know
Everything about my magical Emmy universe of characters?
or was that just rumor? Well, you don't. Well, okay, maybe you do.
I don't know.
I've done a lot of characters. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of work to keep track of every little detail about every single one of my 250 characters. And I know that you want to keep track of every single little detail of my 250 magical Emmy universe characters. So I wrote all of it down for you. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know? It's volume 2, people. Volume 2 is here. It is finally here, introducing volume 2 of the ME character guidebook. It is officially available for pre-order. The link is in the description. The QR code is on my face. You know, there are multiple ways to find it. Along with volume 1, which used to be sold out, but it is back and being re-released. In case you missed out the first time, they will also be offered as a bundle. Each volume includes over 100 characters inside. Each character has a full 2-page spread, complete with a big old full-size illustration of every single character, a detailed bio, fun facts, and even my unique 6-star rainbow ranking system. If you're interested in learning more about the characters that I've created on my channel from 2018 all the way up to 2024, these 2 guidebooks will give you all the info that you want to dive into the ME character universe. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now back to the art.
Bringing in the colors, you may recognize these colors as mango colors. Yep, she knows it. My plan is to paint this entire character in a mango color scheme. Watch out, Mango! She's coming for your thing! Even though the mango is not a part of either of the characters themselves, I feel like at least from the guidebook image, the mango is so prevalent, like it has to be a part of this mashup. So this, of course, required a lot of blending and many thin layers of paint to get those color transitions smooth. This is also when it became very apparent that those ears are, in fact, lopsided.
Whoops.
Clearly, it's too late now. What do you guys want me to do? I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Did you think I was perfect? How many times have I told you? I'm not perfect. I know. It's hard to believe. Anyway, I repeated that whole process on the back, and then I started to focus on the face. And I feel like Bunny Christmas was just getting a little bit lost in this design. It's very mango fish heavy, so I decided to basically replicate Bunny Christmas's face exactly onto this character to give it a stronger resemblance to her. And okay, I'm painting the bow now. Yeah, let's just keep procrastinating painting the face. You know what you're doing. Finally painted the face in a nice dark green. Oh yeah, that looks just like Bunny Christmas. I added some little highlights and freckles into it to make it, I don't know, cute, I guess. And here is the final character, Frankenstein, introducing Bunny Fishmas. And it's an utterly terrible name. Maybe just Bunny Fish for short. Yeah, that's better. This is such an awkward looking character. I mean, it's just odd. I really cannot predict what you guys are gonna feel about her. I really don't even know how I feel myself. Mango was very concerned about being upstaged.
Being a mango is my thing.
Oh, yes, I know. We got that. I don't think you have anything to worry about here.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, because she can keep the mango thing, okay? How about your thing is being a weird bunny fish? That's your thing. Anyway, I did have fun making her, and she's not catastrophe level bad, so I'm content.
Hi, I'm back. We're here to select more characters
For the next mashup?
Today, I'm only gonna do combinations of 2 characters. I feel like it got a little crazy last time trying to combine 3 characters. If you guys hate that I'm not doing the 3 character mashup, please let me know. But for today, I'm not hearing any complaints. I'm alone here.
I'm unchecked.
I'm gonna stick to the 2 character mashups. I just did the old character and new character mashup, so now I'm gonna move into the old mashup, which is 2 characters from volume 1. Let's do the front of the book. No. Okay, we're not doing, you know what? I got Miss Chicken, full disclosure. I did Miss Chicken last time, and so I think that
I'm building the rule book as we go.
no changes except if you get a repeated character, because I just struggled with Miss Chicken. I don't want to do it again, so I'm gonna reselect. And you're all okay with that? Nod your head. Yes, we are okay with that. Eustace is a full 6-star character, and he is one of my personal favorite characters that I've ever created. Quite old at this point. I created him in 2019. I'm using volume 1 again, but I'm gonna go toward the back this time. Okay. This is Carrie. She's part of the Fruit Blob squad, so she's a strawberry blob. I'll bet you 99.999% of you could not name Carrie. She's just that obscure. Eustace and Carrie. I don't have anything pictured in my mind at this point with these 2, but I'm kind of excited to figure this one out.
So our next mashup, Eustace and Carrie. Eustace is the very well-loved but slightly creepy dessert cat. Feels a little wrong that he's here without Shelly, but they'll be just fine for today. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, guys. And Carrie, the very obscure and
Not really cared about.
strawberry blob from a random project many years ago. Kind of an odd combination, but nothing compared to the weirdness of what we just experienced. Since the pair includes a blob character, I decided to make this character out of a blob figure. I know this isn't a Blob Universe episode, but hey, I got 5,000 blobs to make. Might as well make a little progress today. Of course, bringing out my DOS air dry clay, I'm gonna rip off a hunk and just jump into smoothing out the bottom of the blob figure. Because of the way they're poured into a mold, the bottoms as well as the undersides of the arms of these usually end up a little rough and uneven. Luckily, it's a really quick fix. Next step, I added some cat ears to this blob because, of course, Eustace created some little cute indents into those ears. And then the accessories, I started adding some leaf type shapes around the head to create a strawberry top. And that's, of course, the influence of Carrie. And then I added a cherry on top of the strawberry leaf, which honestly makes no sense, but I had to have that for Eustace. Okay, we're trying to balance here. Once I got that all cleaned up, I added the cherry stem, let the clay dry, and whoop, I'm noticing some little gaps in the clay, so I sealed those up with puffy paint to ensure a seamless look, and time to get into the paint job. I'm gonna start by painting the bottom of her with a waffle cone color. It's definitely giving off Cupid vibes right now. Weird how I'm using existing characters to create new characters, but then the new character reminds me of old characters. Then I'm going for a Carrie dark pink on the top half of this blob. She's going to be a strawberry ice cream cat blob, of course, as she should could be. I did have to lighten that pink a little bit. We were getting a little too intense.
There we go, that's better.
Now to consolidate the colors a little, I decided to use a minty green for the strawberry top. That way I can use the same green for the upcoming mint ice cream that I'm gonna add. I don't want to have an ugly clash of the greens. Now these characters exist on very opposite ends of the spectrum as far as popularity. I recently did a viewer-based ranking of all 250 of my characters. Eustace ranked number 9. Carrie ranked all the way at the bottom of the list at 235. So the question is Eustace's splendor going to cause Carrie to rise up, or is Carrie gonna drag Eustace down with her disgustingness? Oh, and look, it's time for the waffle cones and the dreaded crisscross stripes. I don't know why I insist on designing characters with freaking crisscross stripes. You'd think I would learn over time to avoid this. They always end up crooked and uneven. I'm not good at them, so let's just not even talk about how they're not perfect again. Okay, we should expect it. Moving on to the face. Oh, the face. This is where things take a turn for the bizarre. I am trying to create a face that is a literal crossover between Eustace and Carrie. And truthfully, both of them kind of have creepy faces. So of course, let's do some basic math here. Creepy plus creepy equals what?
It's poop.
No, creepy. But honestly, it's kind of cute, right? I added some chocolate sauce to the cone just to bring in the chocolateness of Eustace and to help convey the fact that this is an actual waffle cone and not just some weird zigzag thing. Then I added some mint ice cream dripping off the ears, which was a choice that I was very confident about, but I'm not so sure anymore. I added some light pink strawberry seeds to her, just like Carrie, painted in the green of the stem, and added some little eye shinies, and finally the chocolate chips to the mint ice cream. And boom, here is Stacy. Like you
Stacy.
And I know for a fact this design would never have existed were it not for this specific character mashup. I mean, is she a strawberry? Is she an ice cream cone? Yes, it's confusing and it's wonderful and it's a little creepy. That's Stacy, okay? And I don't know if you love her or not. She clearly doesn't care. She's happy being the weird thing that she is, so that's that. We'll let her live.
We're back for more.
You're done.
I'm gonna take 2 characters from volume 2. 2 news. First one's gonna be Boops. Okay. I actually had a vendetta against Boops for a little while. I don't have hatred for him anymore. I think he's kind of cute, to be honest, but he's still Boops. I'm scared of this one because he has just got so much going on, so many colors and gradients and things. The other character is Joel. I really like Joel as a character. I just think he's really cute. I give him a solid 5 stars. Even though this is gonna be really chaotic to combine these two, I'm kind of excited that Joel is getting brought back in some capacity because I feel like he just needs a little bit more attention.
Okay, so Joel, precious Joel, and Boops, ugly Boops. No, I'm just kidding. I know people like Boops. It's fine. Sit down. He's fine. For this one, I decided to go for something a little more laid back and create this character using digital art. I went a little different with this design, and I essentially ended up making a Boops themed ice cream cone. I feel a little guilty because I'm not sure that my poor Joel was enough a part of this, but I started coloring anyway because I kind of liked it. I loved the coloring process of this one. The Boops ice cream ended up looking almost like a snow cone type of texture, which I really like. I wanted to go with softer outlines in general. You know, I love my good old black outlines, but today I just wanted those outlines to be quiet. Just sit in the back right now, okay? I think it took me longer than most of my digital art does because I was kind of going outside my normal process, so it took a little bit more figuring out to do than usual, but I thoroughly enjoyed this, and it was a nice little break after the characters of chaos that I had just created. And here's the final artwork. I mean, I like it. I think Joel, where are you, buddy? This is like 85% Boops, 15% Joel, maybe, which is not my preferred ratio when doing these mashups, but if I just throw that to the side and stop being neurotic, I like this. These are the 3 projects I did for today. Whew, this video was a bit of a long one to make, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!